Welcome to Pine&3G Texture Pack Review.
We've got another great texture pack for you guys today. It's called Dandelion by Steelfeathers.
Alright, so this is the home page, and I'm going to say, I do not like the font.
In general, I like the kind of the way it feels, except for the font. The font is a little bit too strange, a little bit blocky, a little bit tough to read.
It's just, hard to read.
So we're going to jump right in.
Okay, so the redstone, the ores.
Yeah, so one of the things I want to mention off the bat is that this is a simplistic themed texture pack, as in trying to break it down a little bit more or less to the bare minimum, which it looks pretty good. But let's start getting into the nitty gritty. The way they look, wools look solid, sandstones, stone, whatever, ores look alright, all the way across, looking pretty good, pretty identifiable, pretty unique. One thing I don't really like is that all these ores here kind of use the same template. Like you got the ore right here in the middle.
And it's a super ugly template.
Yeah, I'm not crazy about it. However, the blocks themselves are pretty good. Why are we getting so much lag? There we go. And the diamond strays away from that and looks good.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's go over our rubric. If you guys haven't seen the rubric, we've got a link to it in the description, and it tells you just exactly how everything is scored and a little bit more in depth about what everything is. So first thing, identifiable. Everything looks pretty identifiable, looks pretty good. What is this, just regular quartz? Yeah, so pretty good. Everything's fairly unique. However, the overall aesthetics, that's a harder one to do because of the simplistic theme.
Yeah, like I just can't get over that ore. The wool, I really like the design in it. The wood, I'm very fond of. But I think the ore, especially when you're looking at everything in a broad sense like this, it really detracts.
Yeah, I'd agree with that, especially spending a lot of time underground, it takes away, but luckily you break those blocks, you don't see them too much. So let's turn around and look at some of our other beauties. In terms of the artwork here, I noticed that this picture is essentially just this picture. So some of them are done, some of them aren't, and then we got these beautiful endermen here.
So some changes. Oh, this grass. Yeah. This grass, you know what it reminds me of? Like puke. I feel like it's puke colored.
It's a little bit gross color, though I don't think that kind of depends on the biome we're in. I think we're in a savanna, so it's a little bit yellowier. But I like the way the iron golem looks. He looks very good. We run around. I like the way our house looks right in here. Let's check.
So look, that looks pretty transferable.
Yeah, let's check out the inside. And yeah, your house on the inside is gonna look the same again.
See, the wool makes a really nice carpet with that design in it.
Yeah, adds a little bit more, I guess, design onto the floor. One more thing is our trees here. I like the way the vines look. I mean, they're very simplistic, very basic, though you could tell they're vines. I like the way they look, quite simply.
They have a pretty look.
Exactly. Especially if you drape those on a building or something.
Oh yeah.
So we can run over here, check out some of our mobs. Pigs aren't done. This guy, I'm not sure if I like him better or worse. I can see what they're doing with the clay blocks, giving them a little bit more texture so they look a little brick-like, though.
Yeah, I mean,
could be iffy.
It's okay.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure. We can look at our mobs. This is Netherrack. Looks kind of funky, a little bit pink for my liking.
You know what all this is kind of reminding me of with these designs, like with this and the vines and stuff? It has like the new Emperor's, or the Emperor's New Groove. Remember that movie?
Oh, yeah.
Like that's really what all these little, like...
The swirls?
Are reminding me of, yeah.
Yeah, so we look at the mob skeleton. He looks bluer than usual, maybe that's because of all this. But no change then. He's the same. Oh, we got two of them. Slimes. Oh, he's different for sure.
I like the way he looks.
Yeah. Yeah, he looks good. We jump over here. Pigman, the same. And Creeper, the same.
Okay.
Not much change. Let's check out a couple of other things. I can't tell if these horses have changed, I'm gonna be honest. Either they're very similar, or they are the same, but I can't tell.
I don't know.
So NPC Village.
Alright, now this will really determine if this is transferable or not.
And I'm gonna give that a yes. I mean, this does work. It looks like your standard NPC Village.
Look, even the sun swirls.
Oh, I didn't even notice.
And look down here at our items, that's swirled too.
Oh yeah, our item like taskbar.
See, if this is really like Emperor's New Groove.
Yeah, they got their spinny theme in there. So we did that. One of our favorites to check out is the Flower Forest, just because it's generally a very pretty place.
Let's see.
Cows are standard, but flowers look a little bit paler than usual, but that could just be... Oops. Oh, oops, whatever. But yeah, they look a little bit dull.
I don't know, compared to some of the other texture packs that we've looked at, they just don't look very detailed or good.
Yeah, exactly. So let's jump out of here. And one more of our favorite places to visit. If I don't get spun around.
The abandoned mine.
Yeah, to check out the underground view while mining.
Okay, so I guess with...
Oh, and you got your spirals going on in here too.
It's everywhere.
So yeah, cohesive brings everything together. So the ores, I mean, kind of ugly, but I guess they work. Mining doesn't look bad. Not too monotonous, but not too distracting either.
Yeah. It's whatever.
Yeah.
It's kind of not that great, but not really bad.
Exactly. Some texture packs, the stone is too textured per se that it's tough to look at for extended periods of time in such a lot quantity.
Alright, let's go to the Nether.
And then the Nether. Again, a big criteria for me. Last time the lava was kind of tough to look at. Here it's a bit better. It contrasts better with our Netherrack.
Where are the swirls? The swirls could go in so well here.
And what is this? Is this our... What is this block? Oh, that's soul sand. That is interesting. And the nether quartz, to me, looks like mold. That totally looks like mold.
Yeah, it does.
Alright, let's check out another fortress.
There's the swirls. Alright, glad that we have them back.
I'm not crazy about the soul sand here. This is not...
Really? I like the way it looks, actually. It flows well together.
It just doesn't feel like soul sand. It kind of looks diamondy.
Yeah, I can see how it feels like a diamond.
So overall, you get your standard solid feel. It works. I don't want to say the Nether Fortress looks better in the Nether than the building I made in the Overworld, so that's a plus. And also, I don't know if you guys noticed, our aimer in the center of the screen is also a swirl.
Oh, yeah, you're right. That is really, I guess, the driving force behind this texture pack.
Yeah. Portal blocks, I guess they're standard, normally swirly, so...
Maybe that's inspiration.
Yeah, maybe. So let's go over some of the pros and cons of this texture pack. Pro, this guy. I really like him.
I would say transferability because that's not something that people normally achieve with their own texture pack.
I agree. A lot of times when you make a texture pack, some of them, you make the wood, it just doesn't look quite right. You make something else, doesn't look the same, or whatever.
Identifiability.
Identifiable. So there's a couple blocks like soul sand. I definitely wouldn't have guessed that. What's this? Endstone. Well, I guess if you're in the end, that's obvious, but out here, not as much. This, again, the quartz a little bit odd, but so pretty good, but not quite perfect. Again, that's a hard one to achieve with a texture pack.
The aesthetics. I mean, it's okay.
I mean, on the good side, but a little bit straying. Again, the ores are kind of funny. Some of the blocks don't.
I like the wood.
Exactly.
I like the wool. I mean, there's a few. Like, I like most of the things actually. It's really just the ore and the kind of the color of things.
Yeah, some of the things just are a little bit odd. Not crazy about the lava texture either. The water's a lot prettier. I actually like that a lot. Reminds me of like a Zelda game almost or something.
It's It's missing the swirls though.
So swirls theme. Yes, everything is swirly. Pretty good theme. Stays together pretty cohesively.
It goes together, except for maybe the ore. Maybe that's why I don't like it. It doesn't look like it fits with this.
It doesn't. It's a changed texture, though it doesn't have the feel of everything else. Like you can see the stone behind it. It kind of, although it's not swirly, it's got the blotty kind of feel.
The ore is almost more like pixelated of a look.
Yeah, it doesn't quite look right. So, not crazy about it.
Completeness. Actually, this was pretty complete.
Fairly complete. Most of the mobs have not been skinned besides our iron golem friend over there. However, most of the stuff looks pretty good. I mean, I really like what they did here. I like this a lot. Again, more swirls with our potions. So pretty complete, pretty good. And we're going to get right back to you and tally up our score and tell you how everything went.
Alright, and we are back with the scores. So, for identifiability, we gave it a 4 because there were some things that were just uncertain.
Yeah, again, kind of went with that with the soul sand, or some of the other blocks were just a little bit funky, a little bit out of place.
But 4 is still a good score out of 5.
Yeah.
Alright, then aesthetics we gave a 3.5. Well, the wood looks really good, and the wool looks really good, as do most of the blocks with the swirl theme that we have grown to love so much. The ore, killing it. The color of the grass, killing it. And the flowers can just be so much more.
Yeah, they're not quite there, and some of the other things just aren't so pretty to look at.
Transferability, 4.5. And that's really high because most of the time texture packs don't transfer because they're just so different. So the blocks that you've put together under the normal texture pack don't look good under this one.
Yeah.
But in this one, they still went really well.
Yeah, I agree. Most of the structures still look good. The village still looked like its standard derpy village. So it did transfer very well. The theme, again, the swirly theme was across almost every block, except for a
totally
few.
Skip that one.
Yeah, except for a few. So we couldn't give it the 5, though it gets a solid 4.
Yeah, the theme was definitely there, which I think is really important about the texture pack.
And then completeness. Again, some of the things didn't look quite complete. Some of the things just, again, not fitting in quite as much. It looked like they still had some work to do on it. So again, it gets a 3, so like a passing grade, but not a great one though.
So its total weight score was 75, which is pretty solid.
That's a solid score. So keep up the good work. If you finish it up, that could probably be bumped up a little bit more.
Thanks for watching.
Alright, take care, you guys.